part of the activity between games of a playoff series, Michelle. Spanish language version of tonight's game presented by ESPN Deportes. So the Lakers 8-0 at home in the playoffs. Kobe Bryant, quick spin move, shot won't go. Pau Gasol, the rebound. Inside, Radmanovic. I don't know if he lost it around and got a piece of it. Either way, the Celtics with their first possession.
And right away, you see Kobe Bryant on Rondo and Fisher on Ray Allen.
So some adjustments early from the teams. Rondo to Pierce. Rondo pass up to Perkins. Perkins inside with a nice play. Perkins has been bothered by that high ankle sprain last couple of games with the first 2 points of the game.
And people wondered probably, well, what's the difference, Kobe Bryant on Rondo? What it does is it allows Kobe Bryant to be a roamer on the defensive end. Does not have to worry about being a lockdown defender individual.
Fisher to Gasol. Pau Gasol does not get the roll. And Pierce the rebound. He's fouled by Odom. Odom has been in foul trouble in both of the first 2 games. Had 5 in game 1, 5 in game 2. And received kind of a harsh statement from Phil Jackson after game 2. He said that Odom at times looked confused out on the floor.
And that's what's key. If you're a head coach, you have to know your personnel. A guy like Lamar Odom, a tough city guy, can accept criticism. And Phil Jackson understood that and pushed the correct button.
Allen misses. He said, Lamar's okay with that. That was his quote earlier today. I don't know if Odom feels that way, but he misses the shot. Here come the Celtics. Rondo, Allen, back to Rondo. In for the wild layup. And Gasol the rebound. Allen with the steal. He's looking for a shot early. And off the mark.
One of the things I like about putting Bryant on Rondo is it leads to cross matches in transition and should lead to some mismatch opportunity for Bryant against Rondo.
And a foul as Gasol went up. He'll go for the free throw line as Perkins picks up his first.
No, and you can already see the mindset of Kobe Bryant has not scored, but the first play is a post-up move. The second play attacking the paint area. He is trying to force the issue offensively.
Kobe Bryant very harsh on his teammates in some huddles in game 2. Talking about them to be more aggressive. They had that terrific fourth quarter after getting embarrassed through the first 3+ when they were down by as many as 24 as Perkins gets the rebound off the miss. And Radmanovic is fouled. And what Michelle talked about, that was a big story in game 2. The free throw disparity, it was 19-2 in that first half. And Phil Jackson said he didn't really talk to his team about that. He certainly talked about it in the media, but didn't talk to his team about it, just told his team to be more aggressive.
Well, you understand that your team is reading newspapers. They certainly understand what's going on, but you can't take the pressure off of your guys. They have to respond as Rondo saves the ball out of bounds off the body of Radmanovic. The pressure is on those guys.
Well, Magic Johnson getting into the action along the sidelines. A lot of Lakers celebs, former Laker greats in attendance here at the Staples Center. That's what's so much fun about some of these finals. You saw the great Boston greats at the Garden as Garnett misses. The likes of Jerry West, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Sharman, Magic, all in attendance for game 3. Bryant double. Fisher. Good help defense from Pierce. Fisher to the basket, won't go. Perkins the rebound. Here's Pierce releasing. Going to try and track it down, and he can't. And Paul Pierce goes crashing into the stands. He's in familiar territory. Not necessarily in that spot, but from Inglewood, California. Stone's throw away from the old Forum. It's a homecoming for him. A lot of people right around courtside. Get your money's worth.
Well, you can tell you're not in Boston. Those fans would have stood up and tried to brace his fall. Laker fans got out of the way.
Rondo on Bryant. Here's the double team. Bryant inside. Gets it to go.
And they're double teaming from the top. And so Rondo's responsibility is to not allow him to spin baseline away from the double team.
Certainly easier said than done with Bryant. Garnett to the basket. I believe Odom got a piece of it. Odom to the basket, kicks it out. Radmanovic Hits a three. Vladimir Radmanovic, who had a solid fourth quarter in game 2, gives the Lakers a 4-point lead.
Phil Jackson touched on something before the game when we were talking to him. He said, hey, Lamar Odom has to avoid the offensive foul. Put the ball on the floor and make plays, avoiding contact.
Celtics, the best team in the NBA at drawing charges. And Jackson letting his team make sure they're aware of it. Rondo through his hands, turnover.
But once again, Kobe Bryant is defending Rondo. Nowhere near him. He is stopping the penetration of Pierce and the big three of the Celtics, not paying attention to Rondo, feeling he can get back. And if he beats us with jumpers, so be it.
Celtics 1 for 6 and 2 turnovers to start after a very efficient offensive performance in game 2, which of course was on their own floor. Bryant lost it, stripped. And still Laker ball with 9 on the shot clock. Doc Rivers' team lost their first 6 road games in these playoffs. 3 in Atlanta, 3 in Cleveland before playing very well on the road in Detroit. Bryant to the basket. Oh, he looked like he got hit. Odom out Radmanovic. Another 3. Bryant the rebound. Inside, draws the foul this time, and he'll shoot a couple. Lakers, you can tell, at least right now, their mindset in the opening minutes is to be physical.
Well, Kobe Bryant, when he puts his head down and goes to the rim, good things happen. Here, second shots happen. And on the offensive rebound, he goes to the rim, good things happen, you get fouled. Everything good happens when the ball gets at the basket area.
We're talking about all the fouls that they felt were not called in game 2. Bryant said what we learned is we have to make the shot anyway, even if you get fouled.
Well, absolutely, and you can't stop being aggressive, and you see that's what Kobe Bryant is doing. Upset that no calls have been made prior to this, but he is continuing to get to the paint.
He's made now 20 straight free throws in these playoffs, and the Lakers lead by 6. Rondo out to Garnett. Bryant the rebound. Lakers have had a couple of good starts in the series, and Rondo a reach-in foul. So Bryant's going to go right back to the free throw line.
And Coach made a great point earlier. Because of Kobe Bryant defending Rondo on the other end, is a mismatch on the other end, because when the Celtics get back, they're matching up with their own man. So Rondo's being left on Bryant, and he is looking to ISO and make plays. And
he has no idea, Rondo, because he's probably never guarded Kobe Bryant before on consecutive possessions. So he hasn't studied him. He hasn't, worked against him. Here he's coming at him in transition. And instead of, and this is where Rondo gets in trouble, gambling for the strip instead of contesting up high.
And he's not an ideal matchup for Kobe Bryant. He is an outstanding gambling defender. He's not a guy that is a lockdown defender. So when he gambles, he's going to pay the price against a superior offensive weapon.
Lakers have already taken more free throws in 4 minutes than they did in the entire first half of game 2. As Bryant getting to the line. A struggling offense right now for Boston. Pierce, nice move. Kicks it out. Allen deflected by Fisher. Fisher outraces Allen. Fisher back to Bryant. In. And he's fouled again. Excellent defense and hustle from Fisher. And more free throws for Kobe Bryant.
Well, we hate to keep on harping on the same thing, but when the penetration occurs, who's there to avoid the contact? Kobe Bryant does not allow Pierce to get to the cup. Fisher comes up with the steal. Good foul by Ray Allen, but the Lakers setting the tone defensively.
And a timeout as Kobe Bryant and the Lakers down 0-2 in the series jump out to a 7th. He still wants to have the parade as he's been parading to the free throw line. This will be his 5th and 6th free throw. And guys, you always talk about adjustments between games of a playoff series, and one of the early ones you spot right away is Bryant guarding Rondo. That certainly has an impact on how the Lakers defend, but also at the other end, especially on offense, with what you talked about with cross matches. What exactly are cross matches?
Cross matches are when you're guarding a different guy. So Ray Allen wants to be on Kobe Bryant defensively, but by cross matching and putting Bryant on Rondo in transition, Ray Allen can't get to Kobe Bryant. So now Bryant has a mismatch against Rondo, both in the post and off the dribble, because Rondo, as he's fouled here on his drive, is so used to guarding other point guards. So this makes sense from a defensive standpoint for the Lakers, but also, Mark, from an offensive standpoint. And you're just going to leave me out there hanging. That's all right. Hey, listen.
I mean, you said it all. What do you want me to say?
Give me an amen. Give me something.
Amen.
All right. Thank you.
Pierce with Radmanovich in his face. Can't get it to go. And Bryant the other way. Again, sometimes it's a matter of it's hard to find your guy in transition if you're not guarding him on the other end. Odom, meanwhile, stays on the floor despite picking up 2 quick fouls. Gasol against Perkins. Bryant. He felt he got hit. He's upset. Rondo blocked the shot. Looked like he hit him in the head as well. Ray Allen to the basket. Pierce steps back. A 3. And Odom the rebound. Celtics really struggling. 1 of 9 from the field and 3 turnovers. Gasol couldn't handle a pass. 3-on-2 for the Celtics. Ray Allen fires up a 3 and puts that in.
And that's how the Celtics have to score. Doctor has talked about it the first 2 games. Pushing the ball off of makes and miss. Get good offense. That time Rondo finding Ray Allen spotted up on the opposite side.
Their first points in almost 5.5 minutes. Both teams shot the ball from downtown extremely well in game 2. Lakers late. Radmanovich misses. Garnett a rebound. Lakers hit those 7 3-pointers in the 4th quarter after the big 24-point lead. Perkins to Rondo, and Rondo gets inside.
And one thing also, pushing the ball by Rondo forces the point guard of the Lakers to pick him up, that time Derek Fisher. So it forces Kobe Bryant to defend Ray Allen or Paul Pierce.
And I don't like that double team by Fisher on Kendrick Perkins. Let Lamar Odom guard him one-on-one. Stay at home.
Especially as Bryant puts up the shot, knocks it down, especially with Odom having those 2 fouls. If you're Boston, you want to go at him. Garnett, the spin move. Perkins the rebound, and he's fouled by Radmanovich. They want to take out every call against their team, especially after what they felt was injustice in game 2.
You see one guy that's coming ready to play, and that's Kobe Bryant. Isolation, nobody comes to help. One dribble gets to his spot, and then elevates over Ray Allen for the easy jip.
So Odom now will sit. Again, 2 fouls for Lamar Odom, who has been subpar so far in this series. Ronny Turiaf is in. Joe Crawford checking with the clock right now, it appears.
And to me right now, with the Lakers going to 2 bigs, which they very rarely do, I mean Turiaf and Gasol, I would trap Bryant more and more and make the ball get kicked out to one of the 2 bigs.
Well, they've done an excellent job on Kobe Bryant so far in this series. Crawford still looking up at the clock. He's very aggressive in getting to the free throw line. He's only shooting 41% from the field in games 1 and 2. Pierce to the basket. Perkins trying to tip it in. Pierce struggling to start. He's 0 for 3. And here's a foul on Ray Allen. 2 on Ray Allen. And Celtics in the penalty.
Well, that's one of the advantages of playing aggressive basketball. You force the issue. The Celtics find themselves in the penalty. Lakers continue to be aggressive offensively and get to the foul line.
So they're going to take as many free throws in the first 7 minutes of the game as they took all of game 2. Of course, those who don't like officials are going to say, oh, of course, we knew this was going to happen. Others will say, wait a minute, Lakers are just being much more aggressive. I like the second one personally.
I'll tell you what, I like the second one only because it's the truth. When you take a look at the way that the Lakers were playing in Boston, very passive. Nobody put the ball on the floor and attacked the paint area against the Celtic defense. It's a different story to set the tone tonight. Amen.
You can't get fined if you're a broadcaster, you know.
No, I think aggression has a lot to do with it. But I also think the human element has something to do with it as well.
That's perhaps Phil Jackson and why he talked about it. There's another turnover. Already 4 for the Celtics. Fisher on a pull-up shot. Rattles it in. And the Lakers with an 8-point lead.
But they're out in transition a lot more tonight And so when you're in transition, when you have numbers, the floor is spread more, you have a lot better chance of getting calls when you attack the basket.
And you're able to get in transition when you get stops. When you defend and force bad shots and turnovers, you will get better looks offensively.
Rondo knocks it down. Kobe Bryant really playing off him, daring him to shoot. Rondo able to hit.
And if you're Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, you have to stay disciplined to the game plan. I don't care how many Rondo hits, you have to play that solid D.
And a travel. Kobe Bryant obviously disagrees with the call, but down the other end, he was really playing off Rondo.
You talk about how much space he's giving him. He's saying, hey, shoot the basketball. If you're going to knock down shots, congratulations on winning it all. Rondo has to be aggressive, pulls up with confidence, and knocks down the jet.
Rondo's 2 for 3. The rest of the team is 2 for 12.
And I like the other adjustment. When Rondo drives, they're not coming to help as much. Make him be a shooter. Make him finish over Kobe Bryant.
He's not looking to shoot on many of these drives. He shoots again. Not that time. Tipped by Turiaf and taken down by Garnett. Rondo back out to Posey. Posey with a three-pointer. That's good. Their second three of the game, and it's 15-12.
And Bryant looks down at Radmanovich and said, that's not your job to help off of the shooter. Make Rondo a scorer. Stay disciplined. He doesn't, and Posey steps into a rhythm jump.
Kobe Bryant to the basket. Hard drive, left-handed. Pretty play. He's got 11.
See, with Turiaf and Gasol on the floor right now, you do not have to worry about stretching him out to the jump shot. They got to trap him right now and make him be a passer. He's too aggressive right now.
Rondo aggressive again, looking for his shot. He's got 6 points. Celtics back within 3.
But that's what you want if you're the Lakers. You want them playing to their 4th or 5th option on the floor versus playing to Garnett and to Paul Pierce.
Nice pass. Oh, and a block from Garnett. Threw it right back at Gasol. And here come the Celtics. Garnett running the floor. Misses the jam. And then tips it out. Ball loose. Posey lost it. Foul on Radmanovich. That'll be his 3rd. And we'll have timeout on the floor. A more aggressive Laker team. This time, Kevin Garnett aggressive on the defensive end.
A big-time play by Kobe Bryant. Heck of a pass to Pau Gasol. KG says, not on my watch, big fella. Get it out of here. But Kobe Bryant is the guy setting the tone. We talked about it early. Look to be aggressive. Realizes Celtic defense independently. Big-time finish with the left hand in trap.
Just under 2.5 remaining here in the first. Radmanovich on the bench with 3 fouls, upset, but his team's winning. Kevin Garnett, such a talented player, but his #1 strength is his energy or emotion or passion, whatever word you want to use.
All of those, because they've set a tone for a culture change in Boston that he has to take the largest part of the credit for, and that's why they're the #1 defensive team.
The only thing I would disagree with his statement, that trophy is not the only thing that signifies that you're a champion. Kevin Garnett, guys that I played with like Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, those are champions. You don't have to win it all to be a champ.
And I agree. My thing is, did you do everything within yourself to become a champion? If you did, then you're a champion, whether you win the trophy or not. A lot of it is who you play with, who you play against. Hey, anybody born in the Jordan era was out of luck, no matter how great a player you were.
You talking about me?
And me. We were out of luck, man.
For a long time.
Why couldn't Jordan have been born a little later, a little earlier in life? But Garnett has really struggled shooting the ball. Mike, all those good things he does, since the first half of game 1, he's 10 for 37. And as statistician David Freed has told me, that's 27%.
So he's shooting 39% for the series, and he's 0 for 5 so far in game 3. Jordan Farmar, Tony Turiaf, Sasha Vujacic, all out there, the bench. Vujacic way off the mark. The Celtics bench has simply outplayed the Laker bench in the first 2 games. But now they're on their own floor. Vujacic gets right up into Pierce. Pierce lost it. Perkins able to take it. Celtics just look discombobulated on the offensive end. Pierce forcing it up, and he can't get it to go. Farmar the rebound. Pierce is 0 for 4. Garnett is 0 for 5. Yet the Celtics are only down by a point. As we've got a foul call, it's Pierce, and that's number 2.
You know something? You look at the numbers for KG as we take a look at Doc Rivers in 10 of 37 since that point. The reason why is because they've made him a jump shooter. Not just the Lakers, but also the Celtics. They have stopped getting him the basketball on the block. He's a big-time post player, has an advantage, and they're not capitalizing with it.
He does have 5 rebounds. He's done an excellent job on the boards in the first 2 games, despite the shooting struggles. And the big 3 off to a slow start offensively, as is the entire Celtic team. So let's put in some offense. Sam Cassell checks into the game. And Rondo will take a seat. Ray Allen already relaxing. Sam Cassell already talking to somebody. Two-point Laker lead. Celtics shooting 30%. Lakers not that much better, 31%. But free throw disparity in favor of LA tonight. P.J. Brown has checked in. His shot is good. Well, Rondo and P.J. Brown doing scoring for the Celtics when the big 3 have been struggling.
Well, it's a good thing if you're Doc Rivers, you're getting offense from other places, but also it's a good thing if you're Phil Jackson. Other guys, you are making them score.
Garnett, his 7th rebound of the first quarter. Here's Cassell. He's going to shoot it and knocks it down. Sam Cassell able to hit, and the Celtics take a 2-point lead. We'll go a 10-point turnaround.
What you can't do against Sam Cassell, you cannot allow him to push the ball in transition and get to his spot. When he does, you will pay the price.
Turiaf. Turiaf against P.J. Brown. They let him bump quite a bit. Turiaf misses. Posey the rebound.
But it was great by the Celtics. They gave no help on Turiaf. Made him shoot the ball. What he wants to do in there is pass the ball.
Cassell, 2 times he touches, 2 times he shoots. Garnett tips it to Farmar. Here's Vujacic down the other end and misses the shot, but he got fouled. Cassell bumped him, and Vujacic back to the line. Leon Paul, certainly one of the heroes for the Celtics in Game 2. He was just tremendous. In 15 minutes of action, 21 points for Poe. The game of his life. And not that he was embarrassed. He certainly wasn't embarrassed because he's a confident young man, but he's so quiet, getting all the attention that comes with a strong performance in the NBA Finals.
Well, it's great to see when you take a look at what he did in Game 2 and you see him sitting at the podium. Incredible story, class act, well-deserved respect for what he did in Game 2.
And that was the key and has been a key. Lane violation before the shot attempt. Vujacic saying, what's going on? Joey Crawford blew the whistle, and then Posey wanted to make sure Vujacic's shot didn't go in, so he went up and goaltended. That's kind of a Kevin Garnett tradition. Crawford now explaining it to Phil Jackson. Let's take a look again. So Vujacic will take the regular free throws. He did blow it before the shot attempt went up. And knocks that one down. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical. Rondo back in with Cassell. Lakers do not have a foul to give here. Five seconds remaining. Rondo, nice pass to Poe. Poe blocked from behind. Picked up Vujacic. He stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be Celtic ball with 1.3 remaining.
That's just excellent defense, not only by Jordan Palmer following the strategy of sending Rondo to his left, but Pau Gasol being there to help and hold the fort down.
Ray Allen will come in for a final play. Plenty of time for the Celtics to run their out-of-bounds play. Jeff, most NBA teams, how many out-of-bounds plays do you have for this situation?
Depends on the coach, but certainly late clock, late game, you've got to have different plays because it's got to be catch and shoot. So in this situation, 1.3, you usually want to cut her to the basket and a shooter coming to the strong side corner.
Allen's the shooter out there. He goes inside. Posey's a good shooter too. Launches a 3 off the mark. Good defense from Vujacic. And that will end the first quarter. Kobe Bryant came out with a flourish, got to the free throw line 8 times, missed a few, but finished with 11 points as the Lakers went up by 8. Bryant and the Lakers trying to get in the win column, and they started off well, but then a 13-3 run. And after the first quarter of Game 3, Lakers and Celtics all tied.
Garnett and Pierce may not have been as productive offensively as Kobe Bryant, but they certainly were defensively.
Lakers shot 28% from the field in that first quarter. Guys, thoughts on that first period?
Well, the thing for me, you obviously recognize Kobe Bryant has come looking to set the tone offensively. Thought it was a feeling out period, but the important thing, the Lakers got to the foul line, which they have not done so far in the series.
14 times in the first quarter after 10 total in Game 2. Cassell against Farmar. Cassell up and under. Shot. Banker won't go. Leon Poe the rebound, and he's fouled on the floor. That basket won't count. And it might be Odom. Odom has 3 fouls. So Odom and Radmanovic, the starting forwards for the Lakers, each with 3. And Luke Walton jumps off the bench for L.A. He's been in foul trouble every game in these finals.
When you look at Leon Poe, if you're the Lakers, you have to realize I'm a Laker big guy. The only way that he can hurt me is if he outworks me. So at some point, they have to recognize and match his intensity.
Now, granted, Odom has been struggling, but he's their best rebounder. And the Celtics have done an excellent job in the playoffs on the rebounds. Cassell, another shot. 4 shots in 3 minutes for Sam Cassell. Bryant on the pull-up. Kobe Bryant with 13.
People don't understand just how hard that shot is. He caught the ball, put the ball down at full speed to his right, and then balanced up, went straight up and down to avoid charging foul and knocked it in.
Posey for 3. Way off, and Walton the rebound. Kobe Bryant, the only starter in the game right now for L.A. He's fouled again on his way to the basket. They're going to call it in the act of shooting, so Bryant will shoot his 9th and 10th free throw of the first half.
Well, he just got the whole package. Hard 2 dribbles. P.J. Brown there to take the shot. Instead of continuing on to the basket, he rises up. He stops on the proverbial dime and knocks it down. It's the hardest shot to defend in the NBA is the pull-up jump shot. Very few people have that shot because it's so difficult to balance after picking up the dribble.
Phil Jackson calls him the unstoppable force. And we always talk about, I mean, he's obviously so talented. But, Mark, you make this point over and over again. The reason he's as great as he is his work ethic and how hard he's made himself to be this kind of player.
Well, he puts the time in. There's no accident when you turn the lights on and he finds a way to get it done. He's done it 1,000 times the night before and the night before that. Preparing himself for the moment. That's why he's the best in the business.
And he just loves to play. That sounds kind of a simple thing to say, but it's so true with him. He just loves to get out there and play. As Vujicic called for a foul before the shot. So Vujicic picks up the personal. After tonight, again, games 3, 4, and 5 here in L.A. Right now, 5 is if necessary, although no one expects a sweep. Thursday night, we'll be back on the air. GMC NBA Countdown starts at 8:30. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Poe traveled. Basket won't count. Good defense from Luke Walton.
Well, you're matching the intensity. You fight him beforehand. You don't allow him to catch the basketball in a position where he can overpower you. You force him to make a move, and that's not his strength.
Good to see his dad back in action. Hasn't attended a game in months. Been on his back for 3 months. Welcome back, Bill. Luke to the basket. P.J. Brown the rebound. Terrible shot, Luke. Allen on the jumper. Rattles it in.
And Ray Allen shows you the value of the pull-up jump shot. He caught Vujicic off balance, swept it, went baseline, help came, pulled up, and knocked it right in.
Walton pass to Farmar. Pretty play. They need their bench so integral in terms of what they did during the regular season and early in the playoffs. They have a very good bench that struggled in the first 2 games.
That was the best pass in Laker history.
Poe inside. Won't go. Fight for the rebound.
All right, Mark, it's your turn. You need to do a Bill impression. No, thank you. A Bill impression. You guys are better than that. You're kidding me?
Look at that pass. He looked like Pop with that pass out of the low post. A very gifted passer. Luke Walton.
Backdoor for Bryant. Pass to Turiaf. The extra look. Everybody touching it. Vujacic a three. Bang! Everybody touched the ball on that possession, and the Lakers back up by 7.
You cannot have a better offensive trip than the one that the Lakers just had. A thing of beauty in passing the basketball, unselfish play.
Garnett. Now he's in the post. Move further out, though, and doesn't get the bounce. Farmar the rebound. Garnett is 0 for 6 and a foul. P.J. Brown and Farmar. The officials quickly get in the way. Both players looked like they wanted to do something, but both thought better of it, perhaps thinking of the ramifications, and they both wisely get away from each other. Well, tempers build as the series continues. Brown trying to knock it away. Gets called for the foul. The young Farmar has something to say to the veteran. Brown turns away and then says, wait a minute. Timeout here at the Staples Center. Lakers by 7. Early second quarter, game 3 of the NBA Finals from the Staples Center. Lakers by 7. Double technicals on P.J. Brown and Jordan Farmar for that little skirmish. Meanwhile, the Lakers, the ball movement exactly what Phil Jackson was hoping for, Mark.
Well, he talked about it. And you talk about Vujacic catching Kobe Bryant on the backdoor pass. Unselfish, hot potato, move the basketball, and the guy that made the first pass is rewarded. That's how you say thank you. Get the basketball back, be ready to catch and knock down the jumper, and everyone appreciating the ball move.
It's Vujacic. Have I so impacted you that you can't say his name now? I've gotten that guy's name right like 2 times this year. You're my mentor. First. I know. I'm giving you a break on that.
No, I'm upset at myself. I realize I did. It was the spirit of Van Gundy that took over.
Walton jump shot, the baseline, an air ball, and a 24-second violation. Let's check in with Michelle Tafoya.
Hey, guys, during that last timeout, Doc Rivers was saying, we've got to keep making the tough plays, and we've got to get in our offense more early. We're waiting until 10 or 12 seconds left on the shot clock. So push it up, move the ball, find the open shooters. But first, it starts on defense.
Well, the Laker defense, Michelle, much better here in Game 3. It was dreadful through the first 3 quarters of Game 2. Garnett, foul on the pass. 3rd team foul against the Lakers.
That was a very poor spacing possession. Ray Allen came off on the catch and shoot. He started to drive, and inexplicably, P.J. Brown was in his area. Then he dropped the ball into Garnett, and when Garnett heard the whistle, he should have shot the ball. He would have been at the free throw line.
And not only is the Lakers defense playing with a sense of urgency, but Phil Jackson is coaching with a sense of urgency. Kobe Bryant has played every second of this half so far.
Allen hits a 3. Ray Allen from downtown, and it's a 4-point game. The Celtics defense is keeping them in, despite the fact that they're sending the Lakers to the line. Vujacic to Gasol. Back to Farmar. Farmar and Gasol playing catch. Aggressive move from Farmar. Couldn't finish. And here comes Ray Allen. Allen. The veteran Cassell and P.J. Brown, 2 of the oldest players in the NBA, 3rd and 4th, getting some big time here in the NBA Finals. Garnett. Again, off the mark. Garnett 0 for 7. Bryant to the basket, left-handed, banks it in beautifully. 17 first-half points for Kobe Bryant.
And really taking off on the defensive end. He's not being forced to guard anyone, whether it's Posey or Rondo. He's picking them up at the foul line and roaming defensively, so he can expend a lot of energy on the offensive end.
Offensive foul. P.J. Brown.
Well, this is where Bryant is most dangerous in transition when they have a numbers advantage or it's equal numbers. Here, the trailing big, P.J. Brown, That's his missed help. He's got to get ahead of the ball and shut off that driving lane, because if you just leave Kobe Bryant against any defender in this league, he's going to beat him one-on-one.
On the ride over to the arena tonight, what was your over and under and how many points you thought he might score? What was the thing we set it on?
I settled at about 38. I mean, just looking at him earlier today, he understood what he had to do.
He's got 17 points in 17 minutes. Farmar hits a three. Farmar from downtown. Largest lead of the first half for the Lakers.
And I tell you what, Jordan Farmar is a starting point guard in this league. Gets it defensively, a knockdown shooter, another turnover by the Celtics, but his passion and he's always ready to play.
P.J. Brown at travel. This not only the largest lead of the game for the Lakers, it's the largest lead of the series for them. And the bench really providing some spark. Farmar hit some threes in that fourth quarter of game 2. And could that, especially for the young guys, Mark, I know it's been talked about, can that give them a little bit of a boost despite the fact that they were so badly outplayed earlier in the game?
Well, Farmar in particular, the thing that gives him a boost is the opportunity to play. You know, it was a quick leash for him in game 1. Fisher played a lot of minutes, but certainly the way that they finished that fourth quarter helped.
Alley-oop to Garnett. And that's his first field goal on a pretty pass from Ray Allen. Phil Jackson calls out something to his team, and it's, I want a timeout. So we'll take a break. Jackson's had a couple of teams that were down 0-2 and came back and won a playoff series. As Kevin Garnett and the Celtics lead 2-0. It certainly makes it easier when you've got Kobe Bryant on your team.
Well, it certainly does. You talk about finishing in traffic. Those are giants, but avoids the contact, and the bank is open for Kobe.
Back at the Staples Center, we could spend about a quarter showing all the celebs that are in attendance here, including American Idol winner David Cook. He sang the national anthem for the crowd. Who's he taking a picture of? Probably the players, right? Dustin Hoffman, a regular. Spike Lee making the trek from the East Coast. Eddie Murphy sitting courtside right next to Sylvester Stallone. Recently retired boxing champ Floyd Mayweather. And, of course, season ticket holder Jack.
Wally! Is there a better looking robot than Wally? Look at him. What a cutie.
Oh, please.
No, he's getting his own movie. If you got your own movie, like Sly, you're big. Wally's big.
The scary thing is parents were both very well aware of Wally and the upcoming flick as Vujacic knocks down a 2. And it's now 36-27. 5.5 remaining here in the second. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Celtics taking the first 2 in Boston. Well, the Lakers have come out with a lot more physical play and aggressiveness here in Game 3. Garnett. Perkins and Gasol battling, knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Perkins. Kobe Bryant having a great first half. He has 17. Garnett, Pierce, and Allen. Garnett, Pierce really struggling.
You see Phil Jackson using that timeout to get Kobe Bryant an extended rest for the first time. He's out of the ballgame.
Laker bench already with 13 points. Vujacic again. 10 points in 9 minutes for Sasha Vujacic.
Here's what I love about it. Phil Jackson understands who you can yell at, who you can get on as a player. Going into the huddle during the timeout, got on Vujacic's case. He has responded aggressively, knocking down 2 jumpers.
Here's shot blocked by Walton. Garnett able to go back and get it. Luke Walton trying to stay with Pierce. Hard drive, reverse. Nice play.
And to me, that's exactly what Pierce has to do. The pull-up is not to go to the rim, just like Bryant's doing. Put him in pick and rolls with Garnett. Get to the basket instead of just straight ISO and then going into the pull-up jumper.
Walton. And a foul on Garnett on the entry pass. And it's going to be Garnett's first. And the Celtics' third team foul.
Aggressive on the offensive end. Jab, step back. Catches Ray Allen on his heels. And Sasha says, gotcha. And even Jack loving Sasha on the perimeter.
Vujacic, the young man, just 24 years old from Slovenia, now in his 4th year.
having his best season by far, plays with so much passion. They love him here in L.A., and when you talk to him, he is such a delightful young man to talk to. But on the road, opponents' fans can't stand him as Bryant knocks down the shot. Kobe Bryant has been superb, 19 points, and the Lakers by 11.
And that's good defense. You can't do any better than that. He's shown the pull-up going to his right, now showing the pull-up going to his left. How do you guard it?
Pierce gets Bryant up and throws up an air ball. Doc Rivers felt there should have been a call. Rondo back on Bryant. And a foul before the shot. 14 fouls, second on Rondo. Well, we expected the Lakers to come out with a force, and they have certainly not disappointed their fans. Doc Rivers has expected it.
You talk about Kobe Bryant putting the ball on the floor, certainly looking aggressive, catches Ray Allen on his heels, has it going early, and feels it.
And a foul.
And you know what I love about the Kobe Bryant-Phil Jackson relationship? Phil Jackson called a play. Kobe Bryant snapped to him and said he wanted a slice cut to post up, and Phil Jackson went right back at him, and it ended the discussion, and they posted Gasol. But I love when player and coach feel strongly enough, because they're both at an intellectual level above most players and coaches, that they can disagree without being disagreeable.
Gasol misses a free throw. They're 11 of 17. They're getting to the line, but they're missing them. So in game 2, at halftime, the Celtics have taken 19 free throws, the Lakers 2. Here in game 3, the Celtics have taken 18 free throws. Excuse me, the Lakers have taken 18, and the Celtics 2. So a little reversal.
And I'm sure if you're the Celtics, you'll look for a reason to point to. But the bottom line is blame yourself. They are a jump shooting team. They haven't put Kevin Garnett on the block, and they haven't penetrated with the basketball.
Perkins, good strong finish. Perkins comes up yelling. Kobe Bryant just looking at him. I think he's wondering why not a taunting technical on that. And Perkins just trying to get some emotion going for his team. Gasol backing in, and a reach-in foul on Pierce. That's 3 on Pierce. And we'll have a timeout as the Celtics are in the penalty. Kobe Bryant admitted the Celtics were playing some terrific defense. Was really crediting the opponent with part of his struggles, but he has been just brilliant here in the first half.
Well, he said to us in our meeting today he had something for the Celtics, and he sure has. This is just picture-perfect execution of the pull-up jump shot. Stops on balance. Great follow-through. That's textbook right there, young people.
Be there. What a delightful young man. Harvey is so into the NBA.
I question Harvey's taste when you talk about John Barry, but I tell you what, an incredible young man with a great attitude. Just inspiring.
Question his taste. That's nasty.
I mean, he had the #1 pick, and he chose John Barry. Can I get an amen?
That's an amen. I coach Barry. That's a definite amen.
41-31. The Lakers by 10, 2.5 to play. Rondo misses. Vujacic the rebound. Here comes Kobe Bryant. Bryant knocked loose. He thought he got fouled, and a technical foul on Bryant. He may have a legitimate beat. Posey looked like he bumped him, but he's got to be careful. That's his 3rd technical of the playoffs.
The technical may have been warranted here as he goes by James Posey. If that's a foul, that could easily be called a foul. But the Celtics had an opportunity in transition. Most times, NBA officials let the play go, see if they score in transition, and then call the technical foul.
Allen misses the technical. So his 3rd of the playoffs. You get suspended after your 7th technical in the playoffs. So he's far away from that, as we're obviously in the last round. As we mentioned, Phil Jackson had a couple of teams that were down 0-2 and came back and won a playoff series. And certainly you remember Jeff with the Knicks when he was with the Chicago Bulls. Another time when they were 2004 against the San Antonio Spurs. Yours was 1993. I didn't mean to say just yours.
Yeah, I somehow got the biggest role.
Posey down the lane. And won't go, but he's fouled. And he'll shoot a couple as we go to Michelle.
Hey, during that last huddle, guys, Doc Rivers said to his team, things aren't going great, but we're right there. Keep your heads up. We're going to win the game, but your body language stinks. We knew they were going to make a run. We expected it. And it's 18-2 in foul shots. At least it was then. He said, but we don't care. We don't care. We're still going to win the game. He knows how to motivate his players, Mike.
Well, he certainly has, as Posey will go to the line for some free throws now. And there are some games where you look up, and it appears the Lakers have outplayed the Celtics by a lot. And if Posey hits this, it's only an 8-point game. But there are other games where it's almost like it's a matter of time before a team just pulls away. What kind of feeling are you getting from this one?
Well, I think if you're Doc Rivers, you sent the right message to your team. If we didn't look at the scoreboard, it would seem like the Lakers was up 20. They are right where they want to be. You understood that this is a championship caliber team. They were going to come with fight. Hang in there. Let's talk about it at halftime.
Well, you have the beat LA chance in Boston. Here at the Staples Center, you have the anti-Boston chance. Which in effect is saying Boston is not very good.
Was that the Mike Green remix?
You obviously can't say that word on the air, I guess.
Obviously, Fisher misses. I mean, I could. I think I'd get in trouble though. And Posey stepped out of bounds trying to save it, so it's Laker ball with 1:49 remaining in the second. We'll get a new 24. Sasha Vujacic, 10 points off the bench. He'll inbound. Turiaf up top to Fisher. Vujacic fires away, hits it again. Sasha Vujacic, red hot off the bench.
Vujacic is the guy that said, hey, I'm a machine. And certainly he's not disappointed.
And a foul on Derek Fisher. Now the Lakers are in the penalty. So free throws for Boston. Are they calling on Vujacic? No, it's on Fisher. And again, he's a player. First 3 years, sporadic play. You saw flashes, but had a terrific regular season. As Allen misses a free throw. Both teams missing from the free throw line. Allen, one of the best in the history of the game, is 0 for 2. (43-34). Lakers by 9. Minute and a half remaining. Lakers at times have been an inconsistent defensive team during the season. They are playing some tough defense here in the first half tonight. Gasol on Perkins. Tied up. Bad pass. Good double team from Garnett.
Gasol, that has to be a stronger move.
Garnett just 1 of 9 from the field. Minute remaining here in the half. Garnett traveled again. Just hesitant right now as his shot has not been falling the past couple of games. Garnett, though, with 9 rebounds. Rebounding numbers, Celtics up 4. Fisher to Gasol. Gasol. Second effort won't go. Knocked loose out of bounds. Laker ball.
This first half just shows you it's hard to predict the NBA. Bryant, easily predictable, but without Odom or Gasol having any impact, positive impact on the game, here the Lakers are up 9 points.
Odom and Gasol, 2 points combined, neither with a field goal. 43-44. here in the final minute of the second quarter. Lakers have led by as many as 11.
This is Gasol on the block. One-on-one, no help. The help comes late. You got to make a grown man move. Look to force the issue. And then in a pick-and-roll situation, excellent read by Fisher. Gasol's length and ability to finish at the rim, that has to be a dunk. A lay-in, a missed lay-in. Find a way to set yourself and then make aggressive, hard moves.
You see Gasol and Odom not a factor offensively in terms of scoring. Odom's been in foul trouble again. He's got 3. You can also look at the other end for the Celtics. Pierce and Garnett are a combined 2 for 16, only 4 points. And yet they're only down by single digits. Turiaf battling. Garnett his 10th rebound. And Rondo sets it up. Ray Allen, a 3. That's good. Allen from downtown. He's got 12 points to lead all Celtics. That's his 3rd three-pointer.
And that's one of Doc Rivers' strengths. Coming out of timeout, getting execution. They did a great job running a 1-2 pick and roll and then a flare screen for Ray Allen to get the wide open 3.
And again, with all the onslaught from Kobe Bryant, it's a 6-point game. Shot clock turned off. Bryant on the drive. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. And 2 more free throws from Bryant. He's taken more free throws himself in the first half than the entire Laker team had in game 2. Perkins' 3rd foul.
That was a poor play by Perkins, though. He's guarding Turiaf in the corner. Get your whole body in front of Bryant and make him pass the ball. Kick it to the corner for a Turiaf jump shot.
He also shot a little early. The Celtics will have a chance to get off a decent shot. And with that, Eddie House is going to check in. Eddie House has range from the second he steps across half court. He is their backup point guard almost all season long. More of a shooting guard in terms of his style. But when Sam Cassell was signed late, he was taken out of the rotation, but he's had some good playoff moments for them as Perkins takes a seat. .3 seconds remaining. Bryant has missed 4 free throws. That's 19 points. Wow. Everybody missing free throws. Guys normally who knock them down. Rondo, final seconds. Rondo puts it up. And that will end the first half. Kobe Bryant was superb. He had 19 points. Did miss 5 free throws, though. Whereas Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce struggling. Ray Allen, 12 of the 16 points for the big 3. And at halftime, right now, the Lakers with a